The Ravens seem to be a schizophrenic team this year. They go on the road, don't play all that well, except their win in Pittsburgh. But in their other road games, they played down to the level of the competition and lost some games they maybe should have won. Now they get at home where they're almost invincible against a Bengals team that is maybe the surprise of the AFC. And the Bengals, should they win, would be tied for the lead in the division with Pittsburgh. I think what we might see in this game is a close game, very physical game. The Bengals can play just as physical as the Ravens can. And Baltimore's angry about what it did in Seattle last week, so I would think you'll see a Ravens team that's well on the point and well on its task this week. Andy Dalton's really come on. He's the starting quarterback in Cincinnati all season, in part because Carson Palmer decided he didn't want to play there anymore. And Dalton is really beginning to play like he might wind up being in the conversation for Rookie of the Year along with Cam Newton. The monsters of the Midway seem to be back. The Bears' defense is playing strongly, playing aggressively and nasty. And they go up against a team that's reeling in the Chargers. San Diego's lost 4 straight. And they've made so many mistakes. They've made coaching mistakes, mental mistakes, physical mistakes, lots of penalties. Phillip Rivers is having a very poor year for a guy of his talent. On the other side, the Bears are really coming on. And one reason for it, as I said, is that defense. Another is Jay Cutler's not making a lot of mistakes. He's feeding the ball to Matt Forte, who has to be in the consideration for best offensive player in the league this season. The Bears should be able to handle the Chargers pretty easily in this one. Tampa Bay and Green Bay used to be a great rivalry when both teams are in the same division. And it got pretty nasty back when Brett Favre was playing and Warren Sapp was playing. Now it's kind of a mismatch. The Packers look like the kind of team that can create a mismatch offensively against anybody. They tore up defenses throughout the season, did it in San Diego a couple of weeks ago, then played against Minnesota and totally dominated the Vikings. Now they face a team that's slumping, and also these are not the kind of Buccaneers we're used to on defense. It's a bad matchup situation for Tampa. And Aaron Rodgers, who's having one of the greatest seasons of any quarterback ever, and I know that's saying a lot, but you look at the statistics and the fact they're 9-0, it's true. Aaron Rodgers could really pick apart this team.